Hello fellow YouTubers and paranormalers. I have an interesting thought. I'm doing some research at the moment on Fair Rosamond's Well, which is based in Woodstock, Blenheim Palace grounds, and also Godstow Nunnery. Okay, it wasn't until I did some research that I actually realised that the Fair Rosamond is linked to both of those sites, and yet I did an investigation at Godstow and actually got quite a lot of EVPs and such like, and then did some research on Fair Rosamond's Well in Woodstock and found, you know, the history and link between the two, which was quite interesting. So Fair Rosamond apparently was brought up and trained at Godstow, which was a nunnery many years ago. The nunnery was destroyed and disbanded by King Henry VIII. Fair Rosamond was involved with, I think, Henry II, if I remember rightly, and Henry II's wife at that time basically killed Fair Rosamond. She could either have a choice of dying by the knife or poisoning, and she chose poisoning. So, and then the history basically says that she was buried at Godstow Nunnery, which is quite interesting. So, my point is, I'm kind of assuming that I don't really know whether Fair Rosamond actually died at the well, okay, or whether she died somewhere else. I don't really know, but I'm kind of at this point just assuming that she died at the well, at the hands of Henry II's wife. So my question is, do you investigate both, which I am undoubtedly going to do, but I guess my question is, you know, if you've done your research on something, you know, a house, a property or whatever, and you've found a link between that and another property, you know, with history going between both, you know, which do you do? I mean, I guess you do both. I mean, I'm kind of answering my own question here, but I just found it really quite interesting to sort of just talk about the fact that I'd found through my own research a link between the two. And so I'm going to set up an investigation at Fair Rosamond's Well at some time, and I'm going to go back to Godstow Nunnery now I know that there's a link between the two, and see, you know, I don't know whether the spirit of Fair Rosamond is still around, but interesting, very interesting. I don't know whether, you know, it's possible to sort of communicate with her or not, but I have actually researched the whole history of her. Sorry, her real full name escapes me, but she gets sort of nicknamed or called Fair Rosamond, and everyone seems to know who Fair Rosamond is. So, but yeah, an interesting investigation, and it'll be nice to see whether it's possible to contact her or anyone who's associated with her at that time, and you know, just to sort of see what's involved, see what comes out of that investigation. So I thought I'd just share that. I have actually put it onto our Facebook page quite a lot, actually. I've put quite a few links about the history behind Fair Rosamond and her death, her upbringing, her death, and where she was buried. So yeah, all interesting stuff. More updates later on. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again in another video.